Hello, beautiful people. If you don't know me yet, my name is Anne. And if you don't know me, why would you? I'm not on YouTube often, but here I am. How you doing? Let me take my hair down. I can take my hair down. That's where I usually am anyway. I look bald. Or short, very short-haired. Haired. I'm the type of... I look mental. Okay. That's not what we're here to talk about. Ignore this. If you see the latest video on my TikTok, you'll know why this is like that. But I'm here to talk to you about mental health. I don't know who needs to hear this, but if you clicked on this video, you probably need to hear it. Okay. Okay. If you don't want to hear it, just leave. That's okay. Like you don't have to stay. Okay. And if you want to bet in the comments, I'm here. I'll read them all. I will. To show you I read it, I will like your comment, unless it's inappropriate and disgusting or something like that. Within the guidelines, yeah. Okay, that's all. A lot of the times, we can get carried away in our own world and in our own lives, and we can forget that sometimes we need to think about ourselves too. People consider that selfish, but sometimes we need to be a little selfish to have we need to be a little bit selfish, because we'll forget about ourselves completely if we don't. Unless you're harming someone else mentally or physically, you can be a little selfish sometimes, you know. Like deciding, like, you can start with the small things if you don't feel comfortable, like deciding your own hairstyle, deciding your own clothes, okay, deciding what you're gonna eat for lunch, deciding to choose yourself over someone else because you can't handle it mentally, or just because you need some time. You can do a lot of things without being selfish, okay? So I feel like being selfish is very objective, right? Because some people consider choosing yourself over others when you need to have mental clarity, you know, that's selfish. Some people think that when you decide that you want to be alone, that's selfish. Some people decide that if you want to be alone and you don't want to hang out with your family, that's selfish. The fact is, it's not. It's not. Being selfish it's objective. And I can argue that. I can argue, even though I don't know you, yes, you, that right now you're probably not being selfish. You're probably doing something that benefits you. It's not hurting anybody. If it's not hurting anybody, you're fine. Okay. Again, selfish is subjective. I'm not an expert on anything selfishness, selfness. You know what I mean. I'm not an expert on that stuff. I'm just voicing my opinions. You know. What was I talking about? Okay. Sometimes you need to get rid of people in your life. Family, friends. Sometimes the closest to you. It just helps you mentally in the long run. You'll thank yourself for it later. It hurts. It's going to hurt. You cutting off someone that you love or that just needs to be cut off. That hurts. It hurts. It's gonna hurt. Maybe not everybody, but it's gonna hurt to some people. And it's okay to hurt. That's obvious. It's okay to hurt. You just cut somebody off that you love very much, but they needed to go because they didn't benefit you mentally. They made you mentally not okay. They didn't deserve to be in your life. You deserve something good. You deserve to have a good life. Some people say cutting off family is bad. You need your family. That's family. That's blood. But family isn't always blood. Family is those you choose to to be around, that you love dearly and they love you back and they would do anything for you. Okay, family is people who have your back. It's not always blood. Just because you were born into one family doesn't mean that's your family for life. It doesn't. I'm not that close to my family. You don't have to be born into your family for those people to be considered your family. Like my closest friends. I consider them family. They are always there for me. And they're not blood, but they're family. Do you see where I'm going with this? Kind of subjective as well. You just gotta see from a different perspective, I suppose. It's okay to cut them off. You're okay to do that. Family isn't always there for you. Neither are friends. Just who you choose to be around. That's what matters. That's what matters. Choose yourself sometimes. Because that is absolutely okay. No one's gonna be mad at you for that. And if they are, you can cut them off. Because they're not worth your time at all. They're not. If they're mad at you for cutting, they're mad at you for putting yourself first. They're not worth your time. They don't deserve to be around you. They don't deserve to be your friends or be your family. They don't deserve to be in your life. Another thing, if you're a parent, right, and your parents want to come visit your child, you can say no. You have every right. That's your kid, not theirs. They raised you, yes. But you're a parent now. One of your first obligations is to your child. And if that means, hey, you don't get to see my child, to your parents, do it. Tell your parents that they cannot see your child. But if you don't want them to see your child, okay, if you don't want them to see your child, I'm sorry, words don't work, right? If you don't want them to see your child, then tell them that. If they say that they're the child's grandparent, tell them they have no right. They can be whoever they want to be. They can be God. Okay? But it's up to you because you're the parent. If they back off, that's be like, that's cool. Let me know when. Cool. But if they don't, if they push that, if they beg and plead and be like, no, I'm gonna see my grandchild, you can tell them no. You can cut them off. you can tell them no. You can make it to where they can't do that. Because newsflash, that's your child, not theirs. Grandparents do not have that right. That is a privilege they need to earn. You got this. Go out there and live life to the fullest. Be yourself. Be who you are. And don't let anybody walk all over you. Family, friends, don't. Cut those off who need to be cut off and focus on yourself. I don't know who needs to hear this, but I hope it conveys.